The Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 FE has a sleek and lightweight tablet designed with an IP68 water and dust resistance rating. You can feel confident taking it anywhere. Of course, we do get the usual stuff such as the microSD slot, which is expandable up to 1 TB. Unfortunately, we have one speaker on each side of the tablet, not two on each side. But at least Dolby Atmos support is available for better audio experience. Definitely the power button doubles as a fingerprint sensor. Along with pogo pins, you can easily connect an external keyboard to be more productive, which is definitely achievable looking at the Geekbench scores of the Samsung Anons 1380 processor running the show. It also capable of playing gaming with very good frame rates. Even though this tablet is a downgrade of the more expensive S9 tablet, we still receive an S Pen in the box, which is always appreciated. We do start noticing the downgrades with the non-AMOLED 10.9-inch TFT LCD screen with a maximum of 90 Hz refresh rate and a resolution of 1440 by 2304 pixels. With Widevine L1 certifications, you can stream Netflix at full HD playback and 4K playback on YouTube. With a single 8-megapixel rear camera and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide front camera, which should suffice for your camera needs. Even better, the front camera can film up to 4K at 30 frames per second. With Samsung's One UI software, along with Android 13, you can enjoy features like Samsung DeX. With generous software updates of 4 years of major version updates and security patches, making the S9 FE one of the best affordable tablets. The battery can take a beating and can easily last for 10 hours. With 45-watt fast charging, you'll be back and running in less than 2 hours. If the S9 FE is a bit pricey, and you want something with the same, in some cases better value, and most importantly more affordable, take a look at the Xiaomi Pad 6, with all its glory. Of course, links to all products mentioned will be in the description. Using those links to purchase anything will be a great way to show you support. The major downsides of the Pad 6 are the lack of a fingerprint sensor and a microSD card slot. If you can look past this, then hang on tight. With its unibody aluminum unibody design, proper quad speakers with Dolby Atmos support and a USB-C 3.2 port, which will be lacking on most tablets on this list, which may be slightly more expensive as well. The lack of the 3.2 port simply means you will not be able to connect an external monitor with that device, which is possible with the Pad 6, along with superior transfer speeds when sharing files. The display does have stylus support, but it's not included in the box, although we do get a 33-watt wall adapter. The display has Dolby Vision support and HDR10+ certifications for better video experience, as well as support for 4K streaming on YouTube and Full HD for Netflix. With a max brightness of 550 nits, it should be plenty bright for indoor use. This is the one of the few tablets which can reach 144 Hz refresh rate for supported apps, although using that high refresh rate will decrease the battery life a little faster. With 33-watt fast charging, the 8,840 mAh battery refills in 2 hours. The Pad 6 runs Android 13 with MIUI 14 on top. Looking at the Geekbench scores, this tablet can handle demanding tasks with ease. It may be the best affordable device in this list, with very good performance, which can even rival last year's flagship, the S8. The 8-megapixel front camera films up to 1080p, while the 13-megapixel rear camera up to 4K resolution. The Amazon Fire Max 11 is the most powerful, large tablet Amazon has made so far. Even better, very affordable tablet. The main issue I see most people having with this device is the lock screen ads, which even using the fingerprint sensor to access the tablet, you still have to swipe them away before you start using the device, although you can pay a little extra to get them removed. If this minor issue is no problem, get ready to be greeted with a TUV Rhineland certified for eye comfort, 11-inch, full HD IPS display with a resolution of 2000 by 1200 pixels, which provides a very bright and vibrant display with 2 loudspeakers on the top of the tablet, with Dolby Atmos support, along with expandable memory up to 1 TB, using the microSD card slot, which should be enough to store all your files. If things could not get better, we have a proper fingerprint sensor integrated in the power button for easier access into the device, which most tablets lack, around $200. The 8-megapixel rear and front camera at 1080p max filming resolution should suffice for video calls and other camera needs. With the MediaTek MT8 188J process running the show, showing off such impressive Geekbench scores, you can easily connect an external keyboard via the pogo pins to be more productive, or play games like Asphalt 9 with no issues. Another issue is the Fire OS 8. The tablet runs without Google Services support for the Max 11, hence you have to side-load apps like the Google Play Store. The 15-watt fast charging easily refills the tablet in less than 3 hours and provides 10 hours of usage. This battery life is more than enough for most people. Lenovo Tab M10 Plus 3rd Gen, another excellent budget-friendly tablet on the market. It has the headphone jack available, along with the microSD card slot which is expandable up to 1 TB, and quad speakers with Dolby Atmos support. It has a 10.61-inch, 2K, IPS LCD display with a resolution of 2000 by 1200 pixels along with 400 nits of brightness. You won't face an issue indoors. Fortunately, you can stream YouTube videos at 2160p resolution and Netflix at full HD playback resolution. It has an 8-megapixel rear and front camera. Unfortunately, the front camera can film up to 720p resolution only while the rear can reach 1080p. If cameras are a priority, then look somewhere else. With a mighty MediaTek Helio G80 processor and 4GB of RAM, this combination of hardware is sufficient for most basic tasks such as gaming. The Geekbench scores of 1272 points on multi-core and 344 points on single-core should be enough performance. The M10 Plus runs Android 13 and only has 2 years of security patches left. This tablet does have style support with the Lenovo Precision Pen 2. The USB-C port, which supports 20-watt charging, can easily refill the 7700 mAh battery in about 90 minutes. This battery capacity should be able to last you for 7 hours. There will be links to all products mentioned in this video in the description. If you are looking for a 12-inch tablet that is affordable, look no further. The Tab S7 FE checks both boxes. Although you may sacrifice features like the fingerprint sensor along with performance, but the S7 FE is the only affordable 12-inch tablet that comes with the mighty S Pen in the box. Has 2 speakers tuned by AKG with Dolby Atmos support and a microSD card slot expandable up to 1 TB of storage. The 12.4-inch TFT display with a resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels. It offers vibrant colors and crisp visuals, perfect for media consumption and gaming. To make things even better, it supports 2160p resolution on YouTube and Full HD resolution on Netflix, thanks to its Widevine L1 certification. Both the 8-megapixel rear camera and a 5-megapixel front-facing camera film up to 1080p resolution for the best quality for video calls. Powered by the Snapdragon 750G processor, it should be a DQt for most tasks, but looking at Geekbench results, it's best not to purchase this tablet for high performance. The 10090 mAh battery that easily lasts a full day, especially if you decrease the brightness, is very appreciated. With Samsung DeX support running on the latest Android 13 with One UI 5.1 from Samsung, you can expect excellent user experience. With only 1 year left of OS updates, this may be a deal breaker for some people. Fortunately, the Lenovo Tab P12 is a perfect alternative to the S7 FE, not to mention it is more affordable and it has 2 years of updates left with 4 years of security patches. To make things even better, we do get the stylus inside the box with no extra cost, not even considering the larger 3K, 12.7-inch IPS LCD display with a resolution of 2944 by 1840 pixels, which is perfect for watching movies and gaming. Unfortunately, the display is only 60 Hz just like on the S7 FE. No, for most people this is a deal breaker, but for the price you are buying this for, will look the other way. Brightness maxes out at 400 nits, which should be plenty bright for indoor use. It is Widevine L1 certified, so full HD playback on Netflix and 4K for YouTube. Unlike the S7 FE, it does have a fingerprint sensor on the power button, quad speakers from JBL, with Dolby Atmos support and storage expandable up to 1 TB using the microSD card slot. The 8-megapixel rear camera, with a flashlight and a 13-megapixel front-facing camera, which can film up to 4K, makes this tablet perfect for video calls. The only downside is the 10,200 mAh battery, which doesn't have the best battery life, although MediaTek Dimensity 7050 processor provides better performance than the S7 FE. In my opinion, if you are interested in a large display, the P12 is the best choice. If you are interested in an 8-inch tablet with incredible performance, then look no further. The Tab A9 is an outstanding choice. Just looking at the Geekbench scores, we have 738 for single core, 1753 for multi-core and 1258 for GPU score. The MediaTek Helio G99 processor with 4GB RAM should be enough for day-to-day tasks, such as watching movies, browsing the web and playing games like Asphalt 9. The 8.7-inch TFT LCD display with a resolution of 800 by 1340 resolution and a 5 by 3 aspect ratio is Widevine L1 certified, simply put Full HD playback resolution for Netflix and 1440p resolution for YouTube. The dual speakers supporting Dolby Atmos are loud enough for indoor use. If the speakers are not good enough, simply plug in an old pair of wired earphones via the headphone jack, which is missing on most tablets these days. Unfortunately, no fingerprint sensor on this device, although you can expand the storage using the microSD card slot. To capture your images, the 8-megapixel rear camera should suffice, which can film up to 1080p resolution. Although the 2-megapixel front-facing may not be suitable for video calls, it even maxes out at 720p resolution. Hence your phone will be much better option. The battery life is average. You can easily get 7 hours of battery life, although decreasing the brightness should help squeeze out more. Of course, the device is running Samsung's One UI 5.1 with Android 13, although Samsung DeX is definitely missing. If you happen to have about $400 laying by, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 is a wonderful choice for most people. Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor still provides outstanding performance. Just looking at the Geekbench scores, you can easily connect an external keyboard via the Pogo pin connectors to get work done with no issues. To make matters even better, you can connect it to an external monitor using the Power USB-C 3.2 port. To even use Samsung DeX on an external monitor. The fingerprint sensor is a secure and fast way to access the tablet, which is available on the power button. If storage is running out, the microSD card tray supports up to a 1TB SD card. The 11.0-inch TFT display with a resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels is bright, colorful, and sharp. It also has a 120Hz refresh rate, making it perfect for gaming and day-to-day tasks. With Dolby Vision support and HDR10+ certifications, watching movies will be a blast. Of course, the front camera supports auto-framing along with 4K capabilities. The 12-megapixel ultra-wide front camera is perfect for video calls. The 13-megapixel rear camera and the 6-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the back are also very capable. Tablet runs Samsung's One UI 5.1 and Android 13, although it still has updates up to Android 16 left and 4 years of security updates left. The 8000 mAh battery can easily last for 10 hours and can refill in less than 2 hours with 45-watt fast charging. 2022 flagship, the S8 is a very capable machine which most people will appreciate. Although it lacks a fingerprint sensor and a microSD card slot, the OnePlus Pad has a lot to offer. Besides its Dolby Atmos supported quad speakers, the 11.61-inch LCD display with a resolution of 2800 by 2000 pixels with Dolby Vision support is very sharp and has good viewing angles for watching content. Of course, the 7:5 aspect ratio is out of the ordinary for Android user, but for those who don't mind, the 144Hz refresh rate is very much welcome. With a max brightness of 500 nits, this display is perfect for indoors. Definitely YouTube streaming at 4K and Netflix at Full HD. Although it can film at 1080p resolution, the 8-megapixel front camera should be adequate for most users. The 13-megapixel rear can reach up to 4K. Android 13 with Oxygen OS 13.1 software, along with 3 years of Android updates and 4 years of security updates, the tablet will last for a while. The MediaTek Dimensity 9000 processor. With Geekbench scores of 1056 for single-core and 3311 multi-core and 5688 GPU score, along with 8GB RAM, it will provide enough power for multitasking and playing games. With impressive battery life of 10 hours and less than 90 minutes to refill the 9510 mAh battery with 67-watt fast charging, the OnePlus Pad is nothing less of impressive. Last, but not least, the Xiaomi Redmi Pad SE, which does still have a headphone jack, which is missing on most of the tablets on this list, a microSD card slot, which is expandable up to 1TB, and quad speakers with Dolby Atmos support. It also has a larger 11-inch IPS LCD display with a resolution of 1200 by 1920 pixels along with 90Hz refresh rate, which makes the scrolling and animation smooth, and it maxes out at 400 nits of brightness, which is perfect for indoor use. You can watch Netflix at Full HD playback, but YouTube at 1080p, not 1440p like on the Redmi Pad. The 8-megapixel rear camera and a 5-megapixel front-facing camera, which can film up to 1080p resolution. The Qualcomm Snapdragon 680 processor, with 4GB RAM, should provide usable performance for most tasks as we look at Geekbench tests. Of course, games like Asphalt 9 run with no issues. It also runs MIUI 14 with Android 13. It has a large 8000 mAh battery, which should easily last you a full day on a single charge on moderate to light usage. Sadly, it provides up to 10W fast charging, therefore it will take some time to fully refill the battery. The Redmi Pad SE is a good choice for users who are looking for a tablet that can handle basic tasks and some light gaming. This was my top 10 list. If you found this video to be helpful, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. I do value all your support. All links to products mentioned will be in the description with latest pricing or discounts for this devices. Thank you so much for watching.